I want to speak a little bit more to the timeline of my healing journey. A lot of people that consume my content, they see me now in present day and they're like, how did you get there? And seeing me now doesn't speak to the long journey, the months of suffering, the months of having to metabolize grief, rage, so much pain out of me. Seeing me right now doesn't speak to that. So I want to give context of what it took to get me here and how much work it took. Back in September of last year was my absolute rock bottom. I had attempted. I was going through bankruptcy. Just so much was going on. CPTSD, burnout. It took literally almost over 3 months for me to be able to be sane again. I got locked up in a psych ward for attempting. I was a danger to myself. I was not allowed to be left alone for 3 months. My dad had to move in with me because I literally was not sane. I couldn't leave my apartment without a panic attack, so much social anxiety. I could not get off the couch for 3 months to even do things like brush my teeth, drink water, comb my hair. I could not get thoughts of wanting to unalive myself out of my head for 3 straight months last year, from September onwards. And then after those 3 months, I finally got into this treatment program, this inpatient treatment program, like a rehab type thing, where for 6 entire months, over 6 months actually, almost 7, I was in treatment every single day, meeting with doctors, therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, group therapy, everything under the sun. I did that for, about 7 months. And after that, I was able to then move into like working with a sponsor because I struggled, but was still struggling with addiction. And then I had 2 therapists that I was working with every single week. There was still so much support after exiting like rehab and treatment. And it's only been the last couple months that I've been able to reach this state of really taking charge of my life again. I'm not at capacity, nowhere near. And obviously everyone's perpetually on their healing journey, but I'm still very much in a place of like every day triggers are coming up. Every day I'm having to relearn, rewire, regulate all these new tools that are now being integrated into my life. These new thought processes, these new beliefs, these new habits, everything. But I want to speak to like how long the struggle was. I didn't just attempt and bounce back. It took me an entire year to even get to this place of mental clarity and freedom and capacity enough to kind of handle my healing alone. Like obviously I live alone now. My dad moved out after those 3 months. But it's only been recently that I've been able to take my healing by the steering wheel and take charge, believing in faith over fear, instilling hope in my life, just more positivity and joy. Like I see the future, and I am on the launching pad right now, which is why I take my healing and everything so seriously, because this is the launching pad for the rest of my life. And obviously healing is not a linear journey, but for the most part I am past that chapter of my life. But I just wanted to speak to like what you're seeing now is not just like here I am. It's been taken like a year from my attempt to get to this point, and again it took me months on the couch having to metabolize such deep grief out of me, and then rage and struggling with addiction like pretty much all of last year and into this year. It's only been more recently, the past couple months, that I've been able to take that by the horns. Is that the saying? Take it by its horns? I don't know. Take charge of that and conquer that. So yeah, I just want to remind people that no one is perfect, and what you're seeing now, it took a long time to get here. It took me getting locked up in a psych ward and all that, and residential, and then intensive inpatient treatment, rehab, all the things. So yeah, if you're going through like that grief era, that rage time, like know that it is necessary. You have to metabolize it out of you, and it is not fun. That's why most people don't heal. But yeah, I just want to speak to like it took a long time to even get to where I am now.